What's going on, everybody? What's happening, YouTube? Just going live here to talk about a few things that's coming up on the channel, what's been going on with the channel. Still got the Christmas tree up. That's coming down this week. That's how busy I've been. But, yeah, hold on. Let me grab this real quick here. Oh, grab this. All right. Cool. We'll see who comes in here. I'm just relaxed. I'm staying warm. It is freezing out. It is 9 degrees out here in PA. Let me turn this way. Away. You don't get the light. There we go. All right. So who is in the chat? We got somebody in the chat. But thank you for coming in, guys. Just gonna hang out here for a little bit and see who comes in. Watching some fishing right now. Justin Hamner's laying a smackdown on people. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for a few people to come in. Hopefully, some people come in, and we will talk. Everybody's watching ice fishing now. All these guys are going out there doing ice fishing, which is crazy to me. Doing all that work and catching little baby fish. I know there's some big fish caught in ice fishing, but yeah, I'm not a big ice fishing guy. Never have been. I like to be active and move around, but people love it, and people do catch fish. So, just not my thing. It's hunting season for me. I'm out in a tree sitting. This past weekend, I was out in a tree. It was 11 degrees. I did a little live this weekend from the tree. It was cold. I didn't see too much. I did cut a video this weekend, but I'm getting my 9 point on camera. It was crazy because Saturday I sat all day, and you'll see in the video I seen the deer at the end of the day. I seen them come in. They were real skittish because the wind was blowing towards them. And then Sunday I went to my tree stand, picked the coldest day to go sit in a tree instead of the blind, and I didn't see a deer. Did not see a deer there because of I think because it was just not the time. It's like they're traveling the evening now. So my buddy baited the blind that day at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and what I did was we came home. I wanted to hunt that night. I did want to hunt Sunday evening. I just had a gut feeling that it was going to be a good evening. And what do you know? We stopped and got gas, and I was heading home. Got home, and 5 o'clock my camera went off, and the 9 point was at the bait pile. 9 point along with 4 other bucks and some doe. So Sunday night was a good night to be out for sure, but didn't do it. And then last night I got the big 9 there again on my camera, so he was around. Just a matter of getting him to come in daylight. So this weekend I will be out. I'll be fishing. I'll be hunting this weekend. I work this week 3 to 11:30. So Friday night I'll just come home, go to bed, get up Saturday, and head down to Ohio and hunt Saturday evening and Sunday probably, and I may even hunt Sunday evening depending on what I'm seeing. I might just do it, and because I feel that we don't hunt Sunday evenings a lot down there because of driving back home from Ohio and going to work the next day. So my buddy and we don't really hunt Sunday evenings down there too much, and I think that's the time when them deer know to go down there where it's not pressured on the lease. So I think I am going to hunt probably this Sunday. We'll see. But there's only 2 more weekends left. So we're gonna try to get at it and do what we got to do. I may even have my buddy drive me up in the side by side to act like we're baiting, and I might just jump in the stand and have him leave. Those deer are smart, man. They could hear that side by side and everything, and I think they know. So we're gonna do that because I figured I'm walking up through this big field, and if them deer are on the hillsides and they're bedding, they could see me coming in. We do walk on the side of a hill to get up to try to stay out of sight, but it is it could be we could be seen for sure. So I'm gonna see if who's that? My dad's there, and my mom's there. Cool. Yeah, so we're gonna try to. I'm gonna try to outwit them this weekend. Yeah, it's cold today. Um, we're getting. My wife and I are getting. We have a club, a sportsman's club, so we're getting like all the dues and stuff and yearly stuff done and reports. My wife's been texting me all morning. We've been working together and getting that stuff done. Um, so working on that. Um, I got some cool news. I'm gonna be using Oak Ridge game calls, custom calls exclusively on my channel. So I'm only gonna be using Oak Ridge game calls. I'm gonna be using turkey calls and deer calls from that company. I will. That link is in my description. It will be in this one. It's gonna start being in all my descriptions of the videos. If you want any custom calls made for you, you have to contact Mr. Craig Robbins from Oak Ridge Game Calls. And he also is running the Backwoods Outdoors TV show that I'm on, the RUKU TV. So I believe they have a live every Thursday now. I believe it's 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. My buddy Chris is co-hosting the Backroads Out TV show. The TV show live. So he's co-hosting it. I showed him a little bit on what to do for that. So he's co-hosting with Craig on that show for Backroads Outdoors, which is really cool for Chris. But I'm going to be a guest on there, I think, the 29th, Thursday the 29th. I'll be a guest on the Backroads Outdoors TV network. So I will be on there 29th. Make sure you tune into that. I will post it and things like that and promote it a little bit so you guys see. But yeah, the Oak Ridge game calls. I'm excited to be using their calls, their custom calls. Craig makes some very good calls. Um, I had some mouth calls last year, and I think I got a slate call from them last year that I really liked. And so on the way to Ohio this weekend, I was on the phone with Craig the whole way down, and we just talked about, what we want to do, what he wants, what he expects from me, what I want from them, and so I am going to. I agreed to be using their calls. They agreed to let me use the calls, so it works both ways. So I'm going to promote them, and I'll do some product placements in my videos. Hey, what's up, Gary? Thanks for coming in, bud. Thank you. It is freezing here today. It's like 9 degrees right now. So Oak Ridge Game Calls, custom calls. It's custom made calls for the custom made hunter. That's the logo. So you'll hear me saying that, and you'll hear me throwing some little clips in my videos for that. But yeah, very excited for that. And all my other calls that I got, I'm probably just gonna put aside or give away or something. I do have an OG call from the True Talker, so I may be giving that away or let my dad use it or something like that. But yeah, so cold as heck this weekend in Ohio. Deer movement was to a minimum this weekend, but after we baited that evening, they were there. They've been there last night. They were there at the big. I got excited and I text Bob today, and I said, "Guess who's back on camera?" And I thought it was Dozer, but here it's the 9 point that I'm after. It was just the way he was turned in the camera, facing away from me. He was wide, and I was like, "Oh, that's Dozer." And Bob, I said, and then I looked at it again. I looked at a couple more pictures, and I seen the double brown. I'm like, "Nah, that's the double brown." Not that I'm not happy about it, but that would have been cool if Dozer was showing up too, because he's a real big wide 8 point. So yeah, so this weekend, like I said, I'm gonna try to outsmart them a little bit. I think they've been onto us, or at least onto that blind stand. So I may have Bob drive me up with the side by side and act like he's baiting, and me getting a stand and him just leave, and then I'll hunt all day Saturday. I'm gonna get up Saturday morning and drive down, and then I am actually yawning a lot. I don't know. I think it's my breathing. Something's going on with me. I got a doctor's appointment on the 27th. I'm going to get a stress test, a chest x-ray, all this good stuff. Wish I was in Florida today. Yeah, for sure. But going to get some tests done, a stress test, pulmonary something test, chest x-rays, blood work done. And that's going to be the 27th. I'm going to get all my chest x-rays. Or no, I'm going to get my pulmonary test and my stress test on the 27th. So I'm doing that. I'll be a guest on the Backroads Outdoors TV Live on the 29th. Um, Obviously, you guys know I premiere video every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on my channel. I'll be premiering another video this Wednesday, of course, tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'm getting tires put on my truck tomorrow because I need them very badly. So I'm going to get tires put on tomorrow morning. My buddy is digging a hole. He has a leak bob over at his house. He has a water line leak. And the insurance company denied his claim twice of $11,000 to dig it up. So he's kind of jacked about that. And I told him, fight it. But I guess in West Mifflin here, we have stuff that's like soft copper lines. And I guess it's not code, but it isn't our fault that what's in the ground is not code. That's the water company, in my opinion, and they won't upgrade it. It's just for fixes. So I told them, just tell them to fix it then. Well, then here they won't fix it because it's not the code, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen or ever heard. You pay the money, and you're paying money to have insurance, and then they won't do it for you. So that's a scam. So he's kind of ticked off about that. But he's going to be digging tomorrow morning, so I'm going to go over and try to help him tomorrow. But I got to get my tires put on too at 10 o'clock. So I may go over there like 8 o'clock, try to help him out for an hour or two, and then get out of there, go do my tires. And then if I'm done early enough before work, I may go back over and help him finish it off. So yeah, he's trying to get somebody just to fix the leak. His whole front yard right now is water. He had to run a line around his house to let the water run away from his house, not down into his basement. And with these freezing temperatures, that's nothing but a problem. So hopefully we can get that. He can get that up and running and fixed. Hopefully the plumber will fix it. If not, I'll try to fix it for him. I'll just get the crimping tool from work and go down and crimp some fittings on for him, and hopefully it stops the leak. But that's that. But yeah, so we got that coming. I found out we're going up to, Seven Springs in April. So April will be trout fishing for me up there. I don't do any ice fishing. I do. I really haven't promoted it this year because I haven't been around, and I've been so busy. But I do sell ice fishing baits. So anybody that's ice fishing right now and wants some custom baits, get a hold of me. You can email me at tedpolanowskijr@gmail.com. I did shut my website down. I was getting traffic. I was getting a lot of looks on my website, but I wasn't getting any like sales from the website. It was weird. I was getting all kinds of messages. People were asking me, how much is it for your baits? And I'm like, well, they're $8 a pack and this. And they're like, oh, I can get them cheaper at Cabela's. I'm like, yeah, but you're not getting custom baits, And you got to figure the time, the effort, the time I do it. $8 is a great price for a bag of baits. You can go buy whatever you can on a shelf for $5. You can go to Walmart and buy them cheap, but you're not getting the custom colors. You're not getting custom plastic and getting them made the way you are. So I really haven't been promoting my baits. I do better just word of mouth sales, and that's what I can handle right now. Like I even have a couple giveaways that I'm like running a little bit late on, like Jason. JJ's Lifted Horizons. He did a giveaway, so I got 2 boxes of baits that I got to send out for him, and then I got another box of baits for Jinx 'em Sensei. We're giving away something, so I offered to do a hoodie and a box of baits with them. So I got to get that going as well. But I think they sent me the address for the box of baits where to send it to, so I got to do that soon here coming up, and it'll probably be Thursday. Well, Thursday I'm going down to my camp down at the farm to we are getting our gun tickets because we sell gun tickets every year or every 3 months at our camp to raise money for the camp and stuff like that. So busy doing that too because I am the treasurer over there. My dad's the president, so we're always busy with something. Food plot season and getting stuff prepared is coming up soon. So on the channel, you're gonna see us working on like my dad's area. I'm gonna be working on the trees there. We're gonna be cutting down some canopy trees, some bigger trees. We're gonna cut down that, And I think I'm going to go with the 30-30-30 with my buddy from Josh from Whitetail Driven Solutions. He suggests 30-30-30. That way it's 30% of the canopy, 30% of hinge cut, and 30% browse. Like keep it at that so you don't overdo it. So we're gonna go around, look at some of the big trees for canopy to get them out of there. We'll probably take them out for firewood for next year in the winter down there, and then we're gonna hinge cut some areas and create some browse and some bedding behind my dad's stand. The woods there are just too wide open. We had some deer walking through there this year, but if we drop some trees and do some hinge cutting, that'll help a lot with adding some food for the winter as well. We're going to be going down and start to feed the deer after the season here because they're going to need it, especially with these cool temperatures. They need a little help. So minerals and feed will be out. I'm going to be doing that in Ohio as well with the minerals after the season. Probably February, start putting out the minerals. And then I'd like to get a blind for down in Ohio. So I think I'm going to make a platform down there where my stand is and buy a plastic blind, a cheap blind to put up down there for these late seasons so I can bait and we have something in the woods and something on the field edge. So whatever's more active, we'll stop baiting the one that's least active and bait the one that's more active and use that for late season. So I think I'm gonna try to get a blind bought and put up down Ohio this year. My dad wants to do something with his blind as well. We're either going to move it forward about 10 or 20 yards and rebuild it, or we're going to try to move the blind that he already has. I'm thinking if we can get the time and the materials that we just build a new one. But if we want to try to get that other one and move it, we can try to do that as well. So we'll see what happens. Um, we got to move it about 20 foot to the front. So I don't know if we're going to cut the existing and then reinstall posts in the ground and then connect the legs to the post again, or if I'm going to cut it off and put them on wheels and wheel it forward first, or put it on a sled and drag it forward. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but it's going to have to be a pretty tedious project if we're going to move it forward a little bit. But I just don't know. I'm thinking of what we're going to do, but we may just build a new one. I don't know how that's going to work yet. But we got a bunch of trees that we bought also. I'm just trying to give you everything that's going on with me. And this is all just for hunting and stuff. And that has nothing to do with like the kids and sports and working and doing all this stuff. So you got to understand how busy it is around here. Just 100 mile an hour all the time. So we got trees that we got planted. We got crabapple trees that we're planting, and we got pear trees that we're planting. So we're working on a plan for down at camp to where we're going to put them. I'm going to put a couple in my dad's field. I'm going to try to design his field a little better, I think. When we were planting, we really didn't come up with a plan when we planted some trees down there last time. But as you get older and more experienced in the food plotting and hunting it and seeing where the deer are coming out and what they're doing, we're going to try to strategically place trees in his area and in the property, along the property where we're going to strategically put them to help the deer with their food. Now we got the pear trees because the pear trees drop at different times of the year, and we bought pears that will drop in the middle of October all the way to December. So we got time frames of these trees. So in my dad's plot, I want to put the ones that drop in October, November, and December. So I'm going to put one or two of each one in his plot. Now, the thing with that, and I may have to talk to Josh a little bit about this too, is when you're planting trees in your plot gets smaller because it shades out some things for the trees to grow. You don't want to plant them in an area where they're not going to grow, but you want to plant them in an area that's not going to interfere with your food plots. And the food plot that we have now up there is an awesome food plot. We got multiple trees in it. We got some apple trees that really aren't producing, but I think if we try to fertilize them more and get some stuff done there, that they will start producing. If they don't, we're cutting them out and planting the new apple trees in their place. But if we're going to give them another year, I think. I don't know. We're going to see how that works out. Or plant a few apple trees along my dad's wood edge, and I'd like to feather that, and that means dropping some trees down with the tops of the trees sticking out into the food plots. So with that, what I mean is when you're planting trees in a food plot, once the leaves start falling off those trees, they land in the food plot and they end up killing the food plot wherever the leaves are laying. Now you can fight that by going up there blowing the leaves off the food plot that are falling and everything. So you can do that if you want to spend the time to do that. If you have the time to do that, if not, then you got to just deal with what you got to deal with. Um, that's just something to look out for when you're planting mass trees in your food plots. I would like to plant some towards the edges of the fields and some closer to my dad's stand as well along the edge. We want to try to put a water hole in there. I would like to put a licking post up as well that we could put a licking branch on. So in my head, I got it. I think I got it figured out. But we have like an island with some dead trees and some brush we want to take out where we can add a couple trees in there. So there's a little bit of a design. So Dad, if you're listening, start drawing it up. I don't have time right now, but I could start doing something with the food plot, with design in my dad's area, and then we will go down. And other guys are members of the club. They'll be helping, but there's other parts of the property that we wanna do too. So that is that. But yeah, I think that's about all that's coming up on the channel. Besides, I have my rutcation videos. I have 5 rutcation videos that are coming out still from my vacation, my rutcation down in Ohio. I've been saving them for after the season to put them out after I was trying something different, and I wanted to put the rutcation videos not during when I was doing it, but uh, putting videos out that I'm making at that time. But the rutcation series is a 5 episode series that I wanted to put out after the hunting season. I'm just trying something because when you're putting out videos during hunting season, um, people are hunting and they're away, so they're not watching YouTube like normal. So what I'm trying to do is trying to catch them people like after the season, like myself sitting here watching TV because you're not hunting. I am still hunting in Ohio, but the people that are done or like their season's over, I think watch more TV, watch more YouTube than if they're out there actively hunting and trying to get their own, deer down or waterfowl or whatever. So once all those seasons are over, then there's like downtime where I think people watch more. So I'm gonna release my rutcation videos during that time, just to try to see what happens. So so that'll be up. My bait making videos will still be coming up. I just, like I said, my OFFTHEHOOKOUTDOORS.us, I took it down. That's like $300 a year. And I got a lot of traffic through there. I get a lot of questions, but nobody buys the baits from there. Um, I was gonna not sell the baits on there and just go with like advertisements and stuff with that, and just using it. But right now, I can't get onto my website and upgrade it and add stuff because I don't have time. So I did just take it down. There's always time that when I do have time in the future, I could always make another website. So that's down right now. So the OFFTheHOOKOUTDOORS.us is not in service anymore. I took that off of my descriptions of my videos, so there will be no more OFFTheHOOKOUTDOORS.us. Um, but maybe in the future there will be. I still have my store. It helps support the channel. If anybody goes into my descriptions of the videos, they can check out my store in there. Go over, buy something. Fishing season's coming up. Go get your performance shirts and all that stuff there. Also, I have all my descriptions of the videos. I'm getting some of the companies that I'm not really working with anymore or haven't worked with. A lot of companies that don't have good customer service. I sort of dropped off of my descriptions of the videos, and that's because the customer service was crappy to me. And so I try not to promote the stuff that I wouldn't want you to use or buy. And if the customer service is bad, I'm definitely not promoting a company with the customer service. Now, I do have a call in to the director of marketing for the Tacticam Reveal. I wanted to talk to her. It is a lady. Her name's Kara. Talk to her about a partner and affiliate with the Reveal Tacticams because I really love the Tacticams. I've used them all year this year, and usually I like to use a product before I reach out to the company. They may tell me no, whatever. I'm not big on whatever, and that's fine. But you got to try. So I reached out to her about that, and also down at our camp, we're looking to get some security down there, some cameras, and the Tacticam makes the Defend models, and it's a home security model. And I believe that you can have that camera down there, one or two. We can get a couple or whatever, and we're gonna put them up on the driveway at the gate and stuff. And I believe if anybody can download that app, that anybody can watch that one camera if we have the information to that camera. So anybody in our club, our hunting club, can view that camera if I give them the information off of the camera, like the code of the camera you download it on the app, and then that's the camera you can watch. So I believe that anybody that has the app in our camp and that camera information will be able to view that. But I wasn't sure exactly how it worked, so I am going to talk to her about having one of their reps come on to one of our meetings, one of our camp meetings with the guys, and explain to us the benefits of having the Defend Tacticam camera up down at our property. So I'm working on that for the club. The trees will be getting picked up in March or April. I talked to Ryan at the Blue Hill Wildlife Nursery, and he said to make sure when you get the trees, you plant them within a week's time of when you get them. That's the best for so you don't lose any trees. So I talked to him last week about that. So when we go down to get them, we're gonna have a work detail scheduled like within a couple of days of when we're getting the trees. So we go get the trees, take them down to camp, and then we'll have them down there, and we'll plant them within a week or so of getting them to get them in the ground. And then there's some things with some steps that we have to follow from Ryan that actually will help us plant and make them, they won't die if we do it this way. But I didn't realize how much chick manure is used in tree plantings. And basically it's going to be dig a 3 foot hole by 3 foot deep for the tree. The dirt that you pull out, you mix some mushroom manure with it, like a shovelful in each hole that you have, a shovelful of manure with the dirt, a half a cup of lime with the dirt, and you put it in, you pack that in there around the tree root ball. And then once they start growing in the spring, you go around with chick manure and you sprinkle the chick manure around the tree, the drip edge, and you should have healthy trees and they should be producing fruit within 2 years. So that's really good. So I'm looking forward to that. A lot of work down at camp, but there'll be a lot of videos coming out showing you the work. My son, believe it or not, my son Theo is really, really hyped up about going down to camp and doing that. So I'm probably going to take one of my quads. My one quad isn't starting right now. I think it's a battery solenoid is bad in it. I have to get that fixed, but I'm not fixing it with this cold weather right now. I'm going to wait till it warms up a little bit, and then I will get that fixed. But other than that, the April will be trout fishing. We're going to be doing some food plotting, some deer management, land management, stuff like that coming up for you guys. Bait making videos as well. If anybody's interested in any ice fishing, please email me at tedpolanowskijr@gmail.com. We can talk about the baits. And yeah, I'll be making more videos, and that's what I do. More videos and more lives. I am going to be doing also another product review coming up here. It's going to be a live unboxing and first impressions with my buddy Chris. I got the Guard Pro camera. I didn't get the cell camera because I like my Tacticam cell cams. So if a company says, hey, I want you to do a review on a cell cam, I don't do reviews on cell cams from other companies. I just found that it's a pain in the butt to get the SIM card set up with them. They give you a month free, and then you're locked in to pay. So you're paying for it, you're not even using it, and it's a pain to cancel it. So I don't do any cell cameras. Non-name brand cell cams, as I want to say, like you got the big names out there. If Tacticam wants me to do a product review on one of their new ones, I would definitely do that because I use them. I'm probably gonna go over my cell cam setup with you guys from Tacticam after the season, and just show you how I ran my cameras throughout the season, which was awesome. I got a solar panel set up. I got the lithium battery. I actually have to change the lithium battery in it. It's lasted for 3 months and it's cold, and that solar panel is not done being charged. But I get so many pictures off of a bait pile that solar power, if it's dead, it won't keep up with the camera. If it's charging it at like 2 volts, it won't stay up with the battery of the camera if I'm taking pictures a lot. I talked to the support team at Tacticam, and they told me, yeah, pull the solar panel, charge it back up, put a new lithium battery in it, and it'll get me through the end of the season. And then once we get back into warmer weather, like the spring, when I start putting the minerals out and seeing what's there, I'll put the solar panel back up again, and we'll do it all over again. But yeah, the solar panel and those lithium batteries definitely save you a bunch of money on your batteries throughout the year, because you need 12 lithium batteries in the battery pack, and it's like 25 bucks for 12 lithiums, and it is 40 bucks for the lithium battery pack that you can recharge. So I got 2 battery packs. One I keep in the camera, one's charged, and then I have the solar powered camera that has a lithium battery to that. So you charge the lithium battery in the solar camera, in the solar panel. Then you put the solar panel up facing south, and then that maintains that lithium battery there, which then charges the other lithium battery in the camera. So right now, my solar panel's dead, and I'm running off the lithium, which is getting low now. So when I go down there this weekend, I'll take my fully charged lithium battery pack, take the other battery pack out, put that one in, and that will get me into February, and then my cameras will be shut down for February on until the springtime. Until we want to start getting pictures of deer with antlers growing. So that's the plan for that. So product review, I have a tire inflator I got to do product review on. I got the heated chair still I got to do a review on. I do have a boat cover. I just talked to them. I told them I'm not going to put a boat cover on in 9-degree weather. I'm not even opening up my boat for that. I told them once it gets warmer out, we'll do the boat cover review, and they were okay with that. But I'm not going out in the cold and putting a boat cover on and doing a review in 9-degree weather. So I talked to them about that. They're good with that. So Guard Pro, the tire inflator, the rechargeable tire inflator. I have a heated chair, and it's a boat cover that I'll be doing reviews on, and then whatever else comes in throughout the next couple weeks, I'll be doing reviews on them too, and they'll be sprinkled in between my premieres on Wednesdays. So that's basically it, guys. That's what I've been doing. I'm still hunting. I'm still out there hunting. So this weekend and next weekend are my last 2 weekends. So I'm going to hit it hard this weekend and next weekend, and hopefully get that 9-point in on the ground. So we'll see. So, but that's about it, guys. But thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you guys coming in. Keep an eye out for all my new stuff coming out. Make sure you're watching Backroads Outdoors TV. That will be every Thursday at 7 p.m., I believe, is going to be live on Backroads. That's on Facebook, so you guys know that's on Facebook Live. Oak Ridge Game. It's on Oak Ridge Game Calls site, and it's on the Backroads Outdoors TV on Facebook, the lives. So make sure you check that out. Go over and check out all my social media. I have Facebook. I have my personal page and my Off the Hook page on Facebook. I'm Off the Hook Outdoors on Instagram. I'm on Camo Space, TikTok, FishAngler, and FishBrain, and then also the YouTube and all that stuff. You guys know about that. And then go check us out on RUKU. I'm on the Wild Outdoors TV network on RUKU, and also the Backroads Outdoors Network, the Backroads Outdoors TV network on RUKU as well. So that's all the description. All the links are in the description of my videos. So if you want to go check out anything, go over there. Make sure you're checking out all my partners and affiliates. Drink Some Sense, Winsent. We got Redmond Hunting, all that over there. Fishoholic, all the links are there. I have codes in there if you want to buy anything, use my code to get some money off. And then also please check out my store, my apparel store, and anything bought there helps. It helps support the channel, If anybody wants to support the channel just by donating, you can go onto my description of my videos, and I have a PayPal and Venmo link there. You can PayPal or Venmo me if you want to donate to the channel as well. And then once everything's settling down here, once the hunting's over, and we start getting into this January, February thing, I am going to be doing my thank you video where I'll be doing giveaways. And so make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because it's going to be subscribers only for the thank you. And that's just to show my support of you support me all year. Me thanking you by doing giveaways to my subscribers. So if you're not subscribed or your buddy's not subscribed, make sure you let somebody know to come over to the channel, browse through the channel. I believe we have something for everybody. Browse through the channel, and please hit that subscription and put your notifications to all so you can be notified when we upload new videos and do giveaways. There's a thing too that I've been saying on my videos, and it's hyping the videos. If you can hype my videos, please hit that hype button. That is where you hit the like button on your computer or your phone or your mobile device. You scroll over and you say hype this video, and it gives you points. And the more points you get hyped, the further it goes out, it reaches out to other people. So if you could do that for me, that would be awesome. And like I say, guys, that's the end of it. And my saying is, take a kid fishing or hunting. We want to preserve our sport and pass it on to future generations. And we will see ya. Boom.